Hi there, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to show you the construction process, the cost of labor, as well as the quantity of material it took us to construct this luxury 5-bedroom duplex from DPC level to the decking level. Stay tuned as we take you through the process. As we know, the DPC marks the end of the first milestone of the project, which is foundation to DPC. And the next milestone is now from the DPC to the decking level. Now, this starts with the activity of setting out the block spaces, all the spaces of the building on the DPC. So here, we painstakingly mapped out all the spaces following the exact measurement as it was on the drawing. We start this process by bringing out all the four corners of the building and ensuring that all of them are perfectly squared. With this, you can be sure that when you're putting your tiles, you don't get things like you cut a tile diagonally or without equal sizes. So we perfectly square all the outside walls and then start bringing out the internal spaces one after the other, following the measurement as is on plan. We need this pillar. Because of the Ordinarily, when there is any discrepancy from what is on plan, what we do is to think around the situation, brainstorm and come up with a solution that works. And that is why you have as-built drawings as well as designed drawings. So by the end of the day, if there is any change whatsoever, it is affected and then corrected on the drawing later on to get the as-built drawing. So in this case, there is a column that didn't exactly fall at the space, so we had to think around it and find a way to move one of the walls a little bit to ensure that it aligns with all our columns instead of cranking, because of course when you crank a column, it doesn't have its full strength because it's not more following straight and it cannot transfer directly the load it should carry from the top of the roof to the foundation. Having done that, the setting out work continues, bringing out the rooms and the toilet partitions. As can be seen, the windows for this project started after the second course of block. So as we continued and putting the second courses of block, we started marking out the window spaces on all the external walls to accommodate that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And then you shoot it. So this activity continues without rush, marking out all the doors, all the windows, and bringing out all the walls as they're supposed to be. As at now, most of the windows have been marked out with blocks, although it has not gotten to the lintel level yet, but the work is moving on gradually, bringing out all the spaces and establishing their links. For instance, from the anteroom to the visitor toilets to the guest room to the main lounge and all whatnot. Forming of blocks on the DPC is not a very fast process. Just like setting out takes time, setting out of the foundation takes time, this also takes time because it's like now marking out the building spaces one after the other. So it's a process that we take our time and ensure that it is gotten well, linking all the doors, all the walls, all the windows, and ensuring that they are as exactly the position they are. Because one thing about this is when doing design, you notice that most windows that are lined, doors that are lined, this implies you have to take measurement before you establish any door or any window to ensure that by the time the building is done, each elevation also comes out good, just as it is on drawing. So, after the second day of work, most of the walls were already at the lintel level, implying the ironwork as well as the carpenters were warming up to start the lintel work at this point. And this is showing you how massive the spaces are. The lounge and the dining area, the staircase area, and the rest of them. And works were ongoing right now to top up the blocks and take them up to the 9 courses of block, which makes the lintel level. So you can imagine this place now has gotten to the lintel level. You can imagine how massive the kitchen is. There are different ways of doing block work, which could be either by counting or by day pay. In this project, we use the counting, where by the end of each work, the masons count their blocks and we pay them according to the number of blocks they laid that day. At this point, you can see that the lintel work had begun. Every part of the building has gotten to the lintel level, and both the iron benders and the carpenters were working to do the formwork for casting the lintels and the columns. Now, the lintel had been completed and the leveling work to decking level had started. So let me take you around the building for you to understand the spaces we have here. So this is the staircase area. That's what you see as soon as you enter this door. And this is the lounge area, which is straight to the dining area. So from this door, you can access the visitor, the guest room. This is the guest room here, which can also be accessed from the ante room. And this is the guest room's convenience. The W's for the guest room. So as you come here, you now see the wardrobe for the guest room. Then from here, you can access the building. Here is the staircase area again. So from this space, this is another room here. So for this is like the wardrobe area for the room, like a walk-in closet. Then this is the room itself. Yeah, so many things are packed here, so you can also see that's the convenience for the room. So if you come out from this room, then you make your way to the kitchen area. So this is kitchen. Work is ongoing here. You can see how massive it is. Then yeah, that's the kitchen store. Yeah, where you can store some things. Then you have the kitchen veranda there. Yep, that's the kitchen veranda, and beside it is the dining area. So as you enter from this door, we have a lobby here which leads to the laundry room. To get these projects from the DPC to the decking level, we used 48 lengths of 16mm rods, 65 lengths of 12mm rods, 40 lengths of 8mm rods, 4,000 9-inch blocks, 100 bags of cement. Then the wood that was used for the lintels as well as the boarding of the pillars were 120 pieces. Then 3 trips of sand and 15 tons of chippings. Then the labor charges that took us this far was the block work was about 400,000 naira, iron bending work 100,000 naira, carpenter 150,000 naira, casting of lintels was about 75,000. Then the supervision and professional charge was about 350,000 naira. This brought the total labor and supervision charge to 1,075,000 naira. Thank you for being with us this far, and see you in our next one.